Hi, so recently I picked up a new camera and I'm beyond happy that it actually works. So this is a Rolleicord Model 4, which was made between 1952 and 1954. It is a TLR, which is short for twin lens reflex because it has two lenses, one for viewing and another for shooting. It was made in Germany and the engineering of it is just perfect. As you can see, everything is fully mechanical, so no need for batteries or worrying about charging my camera. On the right side, it has the shutter speed dial, which goes up to the 150th of a second, which is a kind of bummer for bright sunny days with ISO 400 or higher. On the left side, it has the f-stop, which goes to f22. But I do wish it was a bit longer throw between like the f-stops because it increases rather fast. And this is how you charge the shutter and how you fire it. On the back, it has recommended exposure settings for different lighting scenarios. I have not yet relied on it because I use my phone slide meter. But enough talking about the camera, let's go shoot some. I loaded the cheapest film I had, which is Fomapan 400, because I had no idea if the camera would actually work. I bought it off eBay and the seller did not test it, so it was a bit of a gamble. But luckily it did work. Eventually I went outside and decided to go to Rolleicord to walk the town and take pictures. This house stood out to me because of the shadows and also because it was much closer to the street, given that with this camera I cannot actually zoom in with the lens. It's completely fixed, so I have to zoom in with my feet. Here I use my phone to get the correct exposure. I eventually made my way to downtown Rolleicord, which is not really much of a downtown, but more like just one square. I saw a couple of ladies exploring the downtown, so I took a quick picture. Here you can see the limitation of a 250th of a shutter, since it's a bit blurry. Then I decided to take some pictures of glass reflections and a mirror. I guess everyone has done something similar at some point. This is a good example of how dark the viewfinder is. That's more common with these type of cameras. But I was able to order a modern replacement, which should arrive soon, and I'm quite eager to try it. And I'm just happy that there are still companies making modern upgrades for cameras like this. Then I made my way to the university. This is apparently the Rolleicord Gold on the top of the building. A side note, the first gold rush in the US was actually here in Rolleicord. On this last photo you can see a decent amount of grain, which, while characteristic of this particular film, it may be more pronounced because I developed in Infosol 3. For those interested, the other chemicals I used were all Ilford brands, such as Rapid Fixer, the Ilfostop, and the final kind of soapy rinse. I also used the Massive Depth Chart app, which is a lifesaver because it tells me exactly how long to agitate the chemicals for a variety of films and temperatures. Here's another little kit that is great, which is the Kimtech Professional Science Wipes for removing water droplets when drying my film. Probably the closest to science I will ever get into my life. I decided to include the process of how I scan my negatives, since a few people asked. It can be as complicated as you want it to be, but I essentially just photograph the negatives with my camera and a macro lens. I will go into details in another video, but to keep it simple, I just do it just so I can save money because it costs an extra $5 to have it scanned for you. I do not have any more videos of where I took these last pictures, so enjoy just a brief slideshow, but this is about it for my first ever roll on this brand new camera. Hopefully I'll be taking much more in the future. Thanks for watching.